I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures here. Friday, November 13th, here to talk to you about the grain markets. We had the November crop report on Tuesday, so it was a bearish report. Big crops got bigger. That's what happened. So corn and soybeans were both lower. On Tuesday, open interest in corn and soybean also increased, so you had new selling come into the marketplace. This just underlines the bearish fundamentals that we have here in the grain markets. Some of the high points of the report on Tuesday: global corn stocks, 25 million bushels more corn in the world. This is attributed mainly to China. There's corn piled up over on the ground over in China. So big, gigantic increase in world corn stock. Then the soybeans, some positive on the soybeans. 10 million were added, 10 million bushels to the soybean crush, and then 40 million bushels to the soybean exports. So some positive there. We had export sales this morning in the grain markets. Typically they come out on Thursday. They came out this morning, Friday, because of Veterans Day this week. Another very good week of export sales in soybeans. So that's positive. Moving along on soybeans, Brazil, they're 47% planted. Usually they're 57% planted this time of the year. So nothing, no big tragedies there. And typically something happens every year in Brazil, but right now it's pretty calm, pretty quiet. Keep in mind the majority of soybeans they pollinate in February, so that's a few months away. As we move into the next weather cycle, that's certainly something that can turn these markets around. There was an article in the Wall Street Journal this week on sugar. Maybe some of you saw this. Front page article on sugar. Sugar's up 40% since August 24th. That's pretty impressive in this commodity glut that we're going through. So what happened? This is the first year now that production is going to be under the world demand of sugar. So we were at a 7-year low there in August. In September, we had record volume, so volume is a good indicator of any market that you trade. Sugar gapped higher. You had a weekly reversal up, and it's up 40% since the end of August, so very impressive. So these are simple indicators that we can look for in the grain markets: gap higher, weekly reversals up to show us that the trend is over. Those are some of the things that we're looking at. So have an excellent weekend. Thank you. Options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.